What is going on to you, Taurus? You have the World, the High Priestess, which is Taurus and Virgo mixed into one, and the Knight of Swords for now. These three cards right here for you, Taurus, are all about how you are, okay, you have secret admirers. More than likely people that know you. Yes, you also have secret admirers of people who check you out, of course, right? That goes without saying, right? But you, more specifically, you have secret admirers that you know, people that are close to you than what you would think, friends that probably have a crush on you. The only thing is, the world, they think of you as being happier single. So they don't necessarily know if you, Taurus, would want to be in a relationship. They don't know where you are in your life. If being in a relationship is something that you, Taurus, would want to be. And they don't want to necessarily mess that up. They don't want to mess up the relationship, the connection that you two have. They don't want to be able, they don't want to say, hey, Taurus, you want to hang out? You want to go out? Either that, because I'm picking up something else too, or it's someone that you already are getting to know romantically from the jump, but you're just keeping it secret. You know, these timelines, sometimes more than one timeline comes through. So please don't start thinking, oh, you know, whatever. Sometimes more than one timeline does come through. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, I'm using cards to be able to see what I'm talking about. So the Knight of Swords now is about how, again, they don't want to get the backlash from it. They don't necessarily know if you, Taurus, are willing to allow someone else into your life in the first place. All right. So because they don't necessarily know, they see you, Taurus, like lions or lionesses. They see you like about, you know what I'm saying? Like they see you like if they were to tell you that they're interested in you, you would maul them for as far as the friends is concerned. But then the people that you have connected to initially romantically, they don't know if you, Taurus, are willing to really allow someone into your life long term. They see you, Taurus, as individuals where you may just be wanting to have some fun. Now, the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles right here represents how, since that's the case, you want to be able to make sure that you, Taurus, actually are quite clear about your intentions and what you want. You want to make sure that you are clear about what you want. Why? Because you don't want to end up sending off the wrong signal. When you are really happy and you're not pressed, you don't feel like you're pressured to get to know anyone, you're really happy, you're doing your thing, you're not worried about it, guess what's going to happen? People are going to think that you're good right where it is that you are, right? Because there's so many people in the world looking for relationships, but they're not being truthful about it. So what happens is that a lot of people are lying about their relationship status. A lot of people lie and they say that they have someone and the person is completely fictional. It's not real. They're lying. They're having a relationship with one of those steamy books, if you know what I mean. Some of them will say that they're looking when they are looking, but they don't know what it's like to actually be in a real relationship where there's trust involved. So they end up ruining said relationships because of that. So it's good to be able to get your intentions out that you are trying to get to know somebody. You want to tell, you don't want to say marriage. Marriage is way too strong too soon. You date somebody and the next thing you know, you start talking about, yeah, I'm looking to get married. That's too, because it's too much. It's too much to bite down on that sandwich all at once. You just met the person and you're talking about marriage. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it's going to be like that far into the future like that, right? To say that y'all going to take a big step like marriage like that. So why I'm saying that in the first place is because it's a good idea for you, Taurus, to actually let the other person know what it is that you're looking for. You want to be able to let them know, hey, listen, you're looking for a relationship. You're looking to get to know somebody. Don't even say relationship. Say that you're looking to get to know the person, because what that means is that you, Taurus, are actually trying to really study somebody, get to know them. The Knight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles is about, and see where it is that it goes from there. So for you, Taurus, that are getting to know somebody romantically, tell them that you're looking to get to know somebody. For you, Taurus, that don't necessarily know for sure if one of your friends or associates, that if they like you, tell them that you're looking to get to know somebody. You can be in conversation with them and tell them that you're looking to get to know somebody, that you want someone in your life romantically, and wait and see what it is that they say. If they don't say anything, then bring it up that you want to get to know them. Because we are about accomplishments over here, getting things done the correct way. We're not about lollygagging and BSing around and scared, nerd, you know what I'm saying, shy and all this other type of stuff. You dubbing the person that you're supposed to be into. You're dubbing them. It's like, the two of y'all going out on dates. I'm shy. You know what I mean? So the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups now is about, it's time for you, Taurus, to start being the bulls. Time for y'all to start stepping up and saying what it is that you're looking for yourself. Because the Nine of Wands right here represents, because you're in a very good position. It's just that other people just don't know how they should really step to you in the first place. The Eight of Pentacles as well. If those people stop talking to you when you let your interest be known, you Taurus don't even have to be around those individuals. If they start acting weird and they vanish, you just disappear. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. The King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and then you have the Ace of Swords to clarify the Knight of Cups. So the King of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles speaks to this speaks to knowing what it is that you want, knowing what to ask. That's another thing too. Knowing knowing what you prefer, knowing what to ask. No, you know what I mean? Like, if you want a relationship, tell the person that that's what you want. That way, it minimizes the chance of you getting played with. Because people who like to play games are usually scared away from people who let them know that they're interested anyway. Because remember, it's a game. A lot of people take life as a game, right? It's part of the game. Part of the game is about trying to get somebody who don't want to say that they like you to say that they like you. You feel what I'm saying? So when you aren't playing a game and you let the other person know that you are into them, anybody that initially plays the game, it ruins the game for them. So if they're fake, not all the time, but more often times than not, they'll end up leaving you, Taurus, alone, right? So you'll end up like getting them up on out of the way due to the fact that you ruined the game for them. So the King of Swords now and the Ten of Pentacles is about you being able to leave them, you being able to let them know what's going on. And that if they're not 100% interested in getting to know you, at least for the time being, then those people are not the people that you, Taurus, should be taken seriously. Because you would want your partner to, or the person that you're into, to be into you just as well, right? You want that kind of common interest in one another to be shared, right? You want it to be a mutual thing. It's not just about one-sided where you're the only one that's into them, but it's like they can, so sometimes, maybe, da, da, da. So the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Swords speaks to how don't get grudges, don't get upset, try your best to not get upset. If you how do I say this? Try your best to not get upset. Try your best to not, and what I mean when I say get upset, I'm talking about if they start switching up on you, try your best to not get upset about that. Also, too, the Nine of Swords, also try to understand that there's a lot of dysfunctional people, and that these people may not be spiritually evolved like you. You know what I mean? Really. I was just saying this stuff to myself before I turned the camera on, that I'm thankful, because I'm so thankful at the fact that I'm like a surfer surfing through this madness, and that I don't hold on to anything or to anyone. That's my own personal philosophy. Personally, me, I don't hold on to anything or to anyone. I don't hold in grudges and all that other type of stuff. The madness. I'm a surfer. And it's really afforded me the luxury of being able to really I'm so happy. You know what I mean? I'm so joyful. I'm so content. You know what I mean? I don't have to, like, when I step to somebody and like I talk to them and they tell me, no, I'm not grudge and all this stuff like you see with the balloon, but I don't. You know what I mean? My personal thing is the disrespect. My personal thing is I got to learn to get over the disrespect, right? How low people will stoop. But this is what I mean when I say spiritual evolution. A lot of people who don't understand real evolution, you got to understand, Taurus, that they're holding on to this thing. They're holding on to this thing heavy. This is where it is that you get the changing of identities from. People switch their identities. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to a brother that I basically stopped talking to. I don't take the person seriously anymore, because I thought he was a cool brother. You know what I mean? Thought he was a cool homie or whatever, a road dog, a cool homie. But the problem with him is that he was Muslim, right? Now he's claiming to be Choctaw Indian. You know what I mean? He completely disown. And it's like, okay, it's one thing if you learn something better and you're taking what it is that you learned on the journey and you've evolved. But literally the last time I saw you, you was talking about Islam and stuff like this or whatnot, and I greeted you with the Moorish greet like Islam. Now you was talking about Sawala Alaikum, right? Sawala Alaikum. Now all of a sudden you a Choctaw Indian. Everything else other than to be what you are. And I just basically stopped talking to him. I'm like, all right. And this is what I'm talking about. The Ace of Swords. Your mind is sharp. Your mind is very sharp. Your mind has to become sharper. Don't get offended at this stuff. Put yourself out here. You see other people who desire you, put yourself out there. Encourage other people to let you know that it's okay for them to be into you, for them to be interested in you, and it's okay. You're not gonna bash them for desiring you and wanting, and them telling you that they're into them, right? So If you're into any of those people back, tell them. If they scared, because they scared at the fact that they don't know if you Taurus are content being single. If you see that there's a chemistry between the two of you, put yourself out there and see what happens. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, it's Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com.